Hi, I'm Farrah Azam. I'm an artist and illustrator, and you are watching Creative Soul Sessions on Sisters Hour. If I had to describe my work in 3 words, I would say it's quite contemporary, a fusion, and quite quirky. Personally, I think my art has helped me in many ways. I think I was a person who struggled with self-esteem and confidence, and I think because so many people have appreciated my work, I think it has given me self-worth. I was also a person who was quite sensitive. I was a deep thinker. I think this has given me something to keep my mind off negative thoughts like that. I think it's a form of therapy. These candles are actually hand-painted. This one is created using natural henna, and then its acrylic paint has been applied, and then finally I've embellished it with rhinestones. This one is done with acrylic paints, but using henna-inspired designs. And the process for this is a lot easier than actually using natural henna, and it's been sealed and finished off with rhinestones. It's been quite challenging to juggle my business as well as being a mother. I think I've had to make a lot of sacrifices. I do work very much around my children. I guess you just have to adapt. And I do a lot of my work during the night time as well. I find that I can relax more and I come up with the most ideas. I think that also you need a very supportive network of people around you. I have my family and friends who are always willing to help. And I guess, yeah, you just manage. I mean, I don't sleep very much. I sacrifice my sleep, but I guess no success comes without hard work and graft. I think I do grow an attachment with certain products. Recently, I actually did a canvas quite similar to this one, and it was for a child's bedroom, and I really didn't want to give it away. I really liked it, but I just thought, you know what, I'll create one again for myself. But every piece is unique, so I will never be able to get something exact every single time. In our community, being a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, these are seen as respected professions, and I think this is why a lot of women are reluctant to get into the creative field. I mean, I faced this, I experienced this myself. I'm a graduate in psychology and criminology, and when I wanted to get into the arts, my dad wasn't too supportive. He didn't feel that, he wanted me to get into like law or become a psychotherapist. But eventually he was supportive of me, which is why I am doing what I'm doing today. I mean, my biggest support network are my parents. And I think, but a lot of people a lot of women, they don't have this support. You know, they could be housewives, they could be, you know, women that have children. They do need the help, because you do require a lot of help for this sort of business, because it's a lot of long hours, a lot of graft. There's not just the art side of it, there's also the social networking and just basically promoting yourself, because you're promoting everything yourself, and I think that's very challenging and very time consuming, and you definitely need that support network. One of the best moments of my career so far is when I was asked to work for Giorgio Armani. They wanted me to create some designs exclusively for their Privé perfume range, which is a unisex perfume, so I had to design 2 concepts for them. One of them was a feminine floral type design, and the other one was a geometric, symmetrical type design. That was really fun to work on. It did really well in the store, and then for a second project they asked me to work for Selfridges, and for this I worked on wooden perfume boxes, and that was based around a constellation theme for Christmas, which was really fun to work on. And that was also alongside Swarovski. I really want to have some of my signature designs mass-produced so it can reach like a larger market. I have kind of tapped into this market a little bit. I've worked on calendars, which did really well. I've just published my own adult colouring book. I just basically want to print my work on a wider scale and work on stationery and different types of merchandise. And that's what I want to focus on this year. So I've set up a sister company called Farrah Azam Designs, and that's what I'm going to try to focus on this year. And this is sort of I'm exploring something I haven't done before. So far I've been very much doing bespoke work that is exclusively inspired by henna, but I'm finding that a lot of my designs are sort of moving away from henna as well at the moment. So I'm looking at more sort of Western artists, British artists, and different forms of art. This is my new colouring book. It's called Henna Sanctuary. It's not just a colouring book, it's also a book of inspiration for aspiring artists. It has perforated pages, so it can be framed. As you can see over here, I have mounted some of these which are then later going to be framed. I've coloured them using specific themes. These are inspired by, of course, henna, and they're infused with a variety of other art forms from the Eastern and Western world. These colouring books, although initially created for adults, I found that they're very much enjoyed by younger children. My son, who's 6 years old, he absolutely loves colouring them in. So I would say that these are pretty much for all ages.